GLHFs being exchanged.
All right, and here we go. Unnamed going for MS2. CMDINGO went into TKI and now has a... Ooh,
Misdrop from Unnamed there, not looking great. Staying alive up at the top, but yeah, not finding that well. And that is a quick point for Dingo.
Yeah. MS2 again. Dingo went too fast. I didn't catch what they did.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of freestyle stacking. Not entirely sure. It was very fast. And there's some cheese at the bottom of Unnamed's board that they are going to have to get into. They do get that early back-to-back going and some count to 4 into the break. And Dingo's board, just a few too many misdrops, could not get out of that one.
Yeah, Dingo does have a tendency to misdrop quite a lot, but generally they are capable of finding all spin setups out of it in order to salvage the board states.
Yeah, not looking great on Dingo's side here.
Has the skins, but the J piece is a bit too late.
Yeah, just a little bit here. Fast start in these first 3 rounds.
Yeah, 2 fast players, makes sense.
Identical openings with the MS2. Dingo working a few more all spins into it.
Yeah.
And that's some cheese at the bottom of Dingo's board.
There's a lot of cheese on Dingo's board. Unnamed doing a really good job of sending that combo. And now... Huh. Unnamed doesn't use infinite soft drop.
Yeah, I was noticing that in the MS2 setup earlier.
Huh. Yeah, definitely a bit unusual, but seems to work out incredibly well for Unnamed.
Unnamed up the top, has that clean well, gets into it. And the 15
Nice
spike
spike.
into that nice well does give Unnamed a 3rd point here.
Yeah, very nice multiplier there.
Ooh, Unnamed with a misdrop on the SDPC spin.
Yeah,
Dingo has an opportunity here, striding with that 9-0.
A lot of clean, perfectly in the center. And Dingo, yeah, able to continue that pressure and take the round.
Yeah, and hopefully that gives Dingo a little bit of momentum. We've been seeing some early misdrops here, but Dingo will hopefully ride that out and continue on, because that was very well played. Amazing striding right there.
Ooh. Nice. Unnamed tanking a lot of that clean. Now has a really big upstack.
Ooh, Dingo
14 spike, Dingo.
Oh, misdrop!
Continuing to stack on top of it. Why are you meching? Dingo!
Almost has the pieces. Not quite. Dingo stayed alive for so much longer than I thought he was going to right there.
Yeah, CMDINGO could have gone for the downstack here, but I think tried to cancel more pressure with mechanical T-spin setup. But it ended up costing him the round.
Dingo counting to 4 to keep this back-to-back going, but Unnamed is also building their back-to-back. They have an STSD setup at the bottom of the board. Both players break.
Cheese on Dingo's board now. Nice skims from Dingo. Very good downstack here.
It's a very nice well that Dingo's got ahead of him right now. Let's see if he can get into it before Unnamed. Unnamed breaks. Both players have a nice spike here. Dingo continuing to pressure. Unnamed up at the top of the board. They have the I piece, they have the T piece. They continue on with the downstack, but Dingo's trying to build up this back-to-back in response. Unnamed breaks, tries to get Dingo to break. Dingo continues building this up, breaks in the 28 spike. Unnamed has the survival, they have the pieces. There's the well, the next one's open, and Dingo continuing to try to pressure, but Unnamed has already survived, staying alive.
Not quite over just yet.
Yeah.
Oh, with that surge break, Unnamed manages to survive. That was so much pressure from Dingo. Dingo is continuing the pressure, actually.
ST stack.
So high up and continuing to commit to this. Oh my goodness, and it works so... The surge break timing there was perfect.
That was a very hard fought round for Dingo there. Unnamed just with amazing survival despite the oncoming attacks from Dingo.
Yeah, for the moment,
C-spin and
unnamed...
Dingo misdrops.
Yeah, oh, DT... No, wait, that's wrong!
Oh no, both players misdrop here. Dingo's the first one to find back-to-back in this very misdroppy round.
Unnamed set up that DT on the right, on the wrong column, but able to find their way into a pretty well here. Now has the counter spike ready. Dingo ain't prepared for it though. Tanks and clean, and now has a really nice well of their own. And Unnamed just doesn't get the key piece in time. Tied up.
Dingo tying it up here.
Yeah, very close match.
C-spin openers from both players.
Right. Dingo higher up, but has this clean well, 6-3 garbage, or 3-6 garbage. Unnamed forced to break Surge.
Unnamed
doesn't have
held the
skin.
eyepiece.
That's...
Unfortunate hold, but amazing timing from Dingo.
Yeah, that's rough.
Unnamed up at the top. Downstacks with the 19 spike. Dingo gets back-to-back. Unnamed has the fractal at the top of the board. Dingo breaks. Both players at about the same spot.
Very
Unnamed
large.
got quick back-to-back break, and Dingo's board doesn't look good. That's a lot of cheese. Even if he can get down into it, this isn't looking great for Dingo as Unnamed finds the pressure to bring us back to tied.
Yeah, very nice funnel there from Unnamed. You saw that right side go up so high, just allowing Unnamed to get so much combo out of it.
TKIs from both sides to start this off.
Ooh. Unnamed messing up that S-spin, forced to break Surge. Dingo has a bit of an advantage now. Oh, but breaks Surge as well. And misdrops the O piece.
Yeah, that O misdrop gonna slow Dingo down a little to hear both players breaking that back-to-back, ending up at about even.
Dingo has a bit of cheese at the bottom of his board, but looks to be... Yeah, able to clean it up pretty nicely. With that Surge break, also sending a lot of pressure to Unnamed.
Yeah, but Unnamed is at the bottom of the board. Dingo does misdrop that eyepiece, and it does cause the back-to-back to break. Unnamed receiving an 8-1 well right now. Not exactly the easiest setup to work with. Dingo has quite the all-spin setup. 17 spike doesn't really find its way to Unnamed's board.
Unnamed... What? A bit of a neutral position now. Dingo has the cleaner well overall, but Unnamed... pretty safe, honestly. 17 spike from Dingo. Surge continuing to build. And actually, Surge break. Unnamed has the skins, though.
The survival's great there. Stay alive. Oh, and Dingo, that's a little bit greedy with that eyepiece holding it, but gets the better spike out of it.
Oh, Dingo misdrops that the J piece right afterwards.
C-spin from Unnamed.
Yeah. Dingo now on the back foot. Now looking for some skims and cancels of his own. Unnamed trying to ramp up the pressure. It breaks Surge and then misdrops the J piece. Still continuing though. Look at this burst speed from Unnamed.
Ooh, Dingo misdrops that eyepiece and is going to leave themselves with a few more dependencies than they want. Both players at the bottom of the board going to need to build up some sort of material or back-to-back to try to pressure the opponent as this round is encroaching on 2.5 minutes. We're going to see that gravity margin start to ramp up here. Dingo stays alive, gets access to the next well. Unnamed trying to pressure. Dingo's board doesn't look great. A couple of misdrops.
Is this...
Looking for the survival and not finding it.
I think there actually might have been survival. I need to rewatch this game.
I was looking for it. I could see a couple of skims, but didn't quite see the survival. Unnamed does misdrop that SDPC spin, but it's not really going to slow them down too much as there is a clean way out. And Dingo's board looks so cheesy right now. That is going to be a lot for Dingo to get through.
Yeah, these multiplier spikes from Unnamed definitely seem to be one of their win conditions for this set.
Dingo misdrops that J piece, and it is going to cost him the round as we are 7-5.
Still very
Unnamed
close,
taking,
but
yeah.
Unnamed, yeah, 2 rounds from Unnamed here. Maybe starting to pull away. MS2 with the gravity variation.
I love the gravity drop. But that slowness is going to give Dingo time to build back to back. Dingo's up at the top of the board, has to break that back to back. Still up at the top here, has not found the down stack yet. This isn't looking good. Dingo finds it in time, but still closed off yet again. Opens it up. Ooh, out in the clear for the first time in a bit.
Dingo covered it well, I think, 4 times while trying to downstack that, but it worked out. They did manage to get out. And now has such a clean stack.
Very clean well from Dingo. Let's see if he can make use of it. Has the back-to-back, but Unnamed is also pressuring. 23
Nice
spike from Dingo into the 30 spike to find that round.
Yeah, Dingo keeping it close.
Dingo finds that quick back-to-back break.
Yeah. Unnamed has the 7-2, but Garbage is not that friendly. Count 4 from Unnamed. Dingo found a 7-2 as well, and also went into 9-0.
Dingo accepts this back-to-back break. Quickly building up back-to-back of his own, sending it. Unnamed with that misdrop is going to have to clear this up. Nice fix and a clean well for Unnamed if they can get down into it. There's the well find. Unnamed working with this 2-7 well amazingly. Dingo misdrops here, but there are fixes. Dingo breaks, greeted with this -9 here, gets ready to tank, and closes off the well right there at just the wrong moment. Very well timed from Unnamed.
I think that was a misrotation L piece. Definitely rough. Still not nearly over yet. Dingo has the 6-3 stack. Unnamed has a 6-3 as well. Dingo breaks Surge earlier though. Unnamed now has the advantage. Bit of timing from Dingo. Able to time... Oh, actually Unnamed's able to hang on to back-to-back for at least a little bit longer. Sends it off, and Dingo's not quite ready for it. Unnamed now, 3-point lead. MS2 from Unnamed again. CMDINGO. Just looking for ways to increase back-to-back here. Unfortunately, can't find any. Gonna be forced or opting to break Surge instead. Nice 25 spike.
That 25 spike, that's great, but Dingo has the counter spike, and that's gonna leave Unnamed's board looking pretty cheesy. Unnamed up at the top. Can they get down? Not looking great. Dingo finds the pressure.
Ooh, SDPC spin from Unnamed here. CMDINGO has the LST.
Ooh, Unnamed misdrops the opener and is forced to get rid of that C-spin. Dingo is just in this LST here.
Yeah, Dingo definitely recognizing the misdrop and started to speed up a little bit, but kind of rough bags. Oh no!
The greed from Dingo there gives Unnamed 10 points. Match point here for Unnamed.
Dingo with a fractal into another fractal setup, and has back-to-back advantage, but breaks it at 7. Unnamed with a really clean stack now, so much clean to work with. 18 spike, sends a lot of sheets to Dingo as well. These multiplier spikes, just so oppressive from Unnamed.
Ooh, Dingo
And the massive
misdrops. Amazing spike from Unnamed there. Timing was amazing. Dingo was just not ready to accept that, and that is going to be Unnamed moving on to that knockout stage, and Dingo is going to go down to that 2-2 portion of the bracket. Very well played from both sides there.
Yeah, absolutely. Unnamed, just making such good use of the multiplier, able to send so much cheese and while spiking Dingo at the same time. Definitely very impressive gameplay.
All right, and this is a final look at our bracket for this stream. That is going to be the last match on this stream.